right, what's up, Migo like geeks and freaks? So, welcome. I'm Max. Just kidding. I'm Lou Malagrana, and I'm here on Migo like, and I'm exhausted. Long day. But I want to show you guys something really cool that came in. Obviously, I'm not in the toy room of solitude. I'm upstairs because I just don't have the strength to go downstairs and set it all up. But I received this in the mail today. This is made by Kenneth. It's the Steve Scout Escape Glide from Eagle Mountain, a hang glider high adventure set. This is a real hang glider for Steve Scout. You literally can put him in this thing and throw him into the air and watch this fucking thing fly. This box, a little bit, the flap is off. It's old store stock. The box is a little beat. We're going to fix that. Well, thanks to Danny Gates and other people for helping me. Now, I know normally when you see things on a cereal box, they always look bigger than they are because they use little kids. Well, this kid's really tiny right here, but this is more what it looks like. It's 35 inches wide. That's what she said. But in any case, you can see, because of the size of the Steve Scout figure, that's the scale. You can see how big that glider is. And it's basically plastic and wooden dowels, if you will. Now, something that came up here, and David Eon, I think, pointed this out, and so did Richard Brown in one of his videos. I wanted to point this out again for those of you may have not seen them. But the back of these Steve Scout figures, boxes, they had little stars, and you could cut them out of the box. And you could send them in and get free Steve Scout merchandise, like other toys or sets, so on. There were so many you could cut out. I'm glad a lot of these people, excuse me, when we see boxes, did not cut them out. So just to give you an idea. So this is new old stock. It's never really been opened, even though the flap is out. But I want to show you guys what this looks like. I want to go crazy taking it all apart. I'm going to need a little of the old glasses to see. Hold on a second. Let me tell these guys. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just sending this over. Okay. There we go. All right. Just want to send a message to someone. All right. So there's several parts that come in there. First is the actual glider base, or the part that Steve Scout sits in. It has two fake little wheels. I'm not sure why they didn't just put, actually four fake little wheels. I don't know why they just didn't put real wheels on. And this is what he sits on. This is the bottom of the glider. In addition to that, these are the original instructions. I just want to be very careful because they're old, and you guys know paper gets yellow over time because it's got acid in it. At least they used to put acid. Well, acid in there, and older paper will be there. It basically tells you how to put it together, how we can sit in it. And again, you can see the scale because Steve Scout is about 9 inches tall. And you can see the scale down here. That is the scale of how big it is. The back should be able to pull it together. I'm not going to put it all together, but I will open it up to show you guys. Every Steve Scout set came with basically the stickers on a card. These are unused, unremoved stickers from the original set, which I thought was really cool. Each one also came with a little comic book. And the little comic book, that's just an old Steve Scout comic book. Little story to the adventure which you had, and so on. It went through. Let's see what else they have here. Goes through a little comic. Here you go. These are more Steve Scout items. These are actually Steve Scout, Bob Scout, Craig's Cub Scout, and Dave Scout. Some of the sets you can get. I just spent some time downstairs, and I was Oh shit. Put this in. Okay. And so I went downstairs and I started categorizing some of the stuff that I had because I had so much Steve Scout stuff just collected and from other people and so on. And I started bagging them, and they put what set it came from because I don't have the boxes for all of them. Like you guys know, Brian Sanchez was good enough to go to a toy show, spot the adventure base tower for me. Negotiated the shit out of the guy for it, even more than I had asked for. and wanted to pack and send to me. It's fantastic. It's down in the basement. I showed you guys. If you didn't see it, go look at one of my prior 1 or 2 videos, I think, or 3 videos, and you'll see it. It's really, really cool. Richard Brown also did a good video on it, and I believe David Eon has done some videos as well. I'm sure there's plenty out there you can look. But Steve Scout was known in Italy as OK Mike. He was not a Boy Scout. He was an adventure guy, like a Big Jim, but kind of in a $6 million man style tracksuit. And then he was known in Germany as Action Man Dickie, and or Action, yeah, I think it was Action Man Dickie, and still the same kind of Steve Scout body. Has the hand doing the Scout salute, which is a clear indicator they just changed the head. The Italian one looks more like a $6 million man kind of thing, Lone Ranger, Big Jim. And the one in Germany looks more like an action, more like a fighting Yank shrunk down. Now, the neat thing, just to get back to this for a second, of these comics. So what you would do is you would cut the stars out of the back of the box, and then you'd put them here. Sorry, you put them here on this comic. You could see each circle is meant for a star. And then adventure stars can be redeemed for high adventure stuff. So basically, let's see what was available here. Sorry, flashlight on. It's so dark in here. Flashlight on.
It's on now.
Okay, so you could get the Bill Scout action figure, the observation post, or the weather shelter. All these were available. They came out Cincinnati, Ohio. You would fill out this comic, paste all your stars, and then it would tell you exactly how many. Oh, don't even tell me there's some friggin' mother effer. Okay. So this is crazy. Okay. I didn't know this. So if you had 25 stars, you could get the Bill Scout action figure, an official Scout summer uniform. You could get, for 15 stars, you get the High Adventure Weather Shelter, over 18 inches wide. It's a weather tent. And then for 20 stars, the High Adventure Observation Post with platform ladder, radio. Oh my God. So that really sucks because these were mail order only for these sets. These are mail order. And God damn if I've ever seen one. I guess I'll start looking for them. But I don't expect to see them. So that's really cool. Flashlight off. I thought that was oh, wow. I did not realize they made a Bill Scout and all that stuff. So that's even makes it cooler. All right, what else is in here? We did the instructions. We did the stickers. These are the little plastic pieces to connect the dowels, and these actually go into the car to connect the car to the hang glider. It comes with these wooden dowels. Now, if you were missing these are very simple. You can go to Home Depot and buy the exact same size dowel and cut them yourself. So you have the exact same ones. You just need the measurements. But this is the actual wing set. I started open and said, wait, I'll do it live because the plastic has been in here for so long. It's still a little bit stuck together. I just want to give you an idea of how big this is. Okay? You're getting the idea of like, wow, that's pretty big, but not that big. Wait till we open it. Open a little more. And this is a very plasticky, it is a plastic material, very flexible plastic. Okay. Pretty cool, right? Wow, that's huge. This is one side of the wing. So this is just one side. So when you open this full on up, all the way, like I said, this has never been opened before. You can tell, so I'm going to go very gentle because I don't want to destroy anything, and I am going to put it back together. What is up, Buck? What is up? So they make a Scout leader. The Scout, so they made Steve Scout, Bob Scout, that was the white and the black Boy Scout. They made Craig Scout and Dave Scout, which were the white and the black Cub Scouts. And now I'm seeing Bill Scout, which was a mail away only. And Bill Scout is essentially, Bill Scout was a summer Scout uniform. It was like shorts and a t-shirt, Boy Scout t-shirt. So now I got to go look and see if I can find pictures because we got to get those up on My Media Life. But anyway, this is you take a look at this. I don't know if you guys can see this. You see how big this is? This is the point. This is half. This is the other half. So essentially what you're looking at, yeah, you're looking at something that is literally that wide. That, it's like a fucking kite. Actually, it is. A kite. Kite. Jesus Christ, my mother's Jewish, for Pete's sake. Don't be such a racist fucks. So it is a kite. Kite size. So it actually could probably have very little problem without him, and he could probably fly the damn thing, and then it folds back up to go in the box, and everything goes inside. That is a wicked, wicked fucking set. I don't even know where to put that, but honestly, I want to set this up so bad and have it hang. I mean, it's 3 feet. My basement ceilings are only 8 feet tall, I believe, 7 or 8 feet tall, because there's a drop ceiling down there. I think there's 7. So I don't know where to put it, but honestly, this would be a badass thing, especially if you had some high ceilings, to put it up, have them flying over the scout base and so on. So that is a really wicked, wicked set. I might buy another one. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm thinking put another one so I can have more than one together. I'm going to do a little repair in this box. This box is a little beat up. We're going to get this flap back on. It's not going to really be that big of a deal. We'll get some tape on there on the inside. Hopefully make it look a little better so it stays together. And we're going to get it downstairs with the rest of the stuff. Yeah, just some really, really neat shit. I have some other Steve Scout stuff coming. And honestly, when I first ran into this line, I was like, not really interested. But the more that I look at them, the cooler. So let me see if I can show you guys what's on the back here of this set a little better than what we just saw. So by collecting those little stars, let's see if we can bring this here. You guys can see it. So right there, there's that is Bill Scout. Bill Scout. There's the weather protector shelter. It's a weather tent. And this tower base over here, which really looks very, I don't know how tall it is. I have to figure it out, but it looks like the weather station from OK Mike, which also looked like something on the Scout sets. But wow. So you had exclusives. Kenner went all out because these products were officially licensed from the Boy Scouts of America, literally. And they made them to scale. They made them to exact specs. So the Boy Scout uniform that came with Steve Scout, Bob Scout, Craig Scout, Dave Scout, and I guess even Bill Scout for the summer uniform were actually made to spec. The belts are made with the same belt buckle, the same style, the same designs as the real ones at their time. Now, Scout uniforms have changed over the years, and scouting itself has unfortunately changed. I don't know if it's for better or for worse, but when I was younger, scouting was actually very cool. We had a really good time. It was a lot of fun, and we enjoyed it. I don't know about today. And listen, I'm not opposed to letting girls into the Boy Scouts and getting all that political shit. But honestly, there's Boy Scouts for boys, so boys can do their thing. Girl Scout for girls. If a girl's so dying to be in the Boy Scouts to prove a point or whatever, well, that's on her. But I think it's whatever. I think it's a little silly. I think some people just want to see if they can disrupt the system. Personally, I don't think it's really discriminatory. I think it's more like, hey, we want to do our thing and you do your thing. Boy Scouts are way cooler than Girl Scouts. I had put my daughter, even though she's autistic, I put her into Girl Scouts, and she enjoyed it. She had some great stuff, but it was nowhere near the experience of Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts, we did survival training, all kinds of shit, and it was really cool. And I don't think they teach that anymore, because I'm pretty sure kids today just go to their phone. They didn't even give them homework anymore, so what's the point? Anyway, let's not get political. Let's stay on the toy topic. So that's it for the Kenner Scout stuff. So let's see what some of you crazy effers have to say. Love the Professor Lou cheaters. Oh, you like those, Buck? These are one of several different pairs that I got. They're like, I look a little bit like David Lee, I think, in these. These are kind of like David Lee glasses, I think. Do they make a Scout? So I don't know, Buck. So the Scout leader, I would say, no, unless you consider Steve Scout the leader. But if you mean like a separate Scout leader for the Boy Scouts, like an adult, no, they did not make one. Used a wing kite for your kid. Yeah, there you go. So, Buck, the wing kite for your A wing kite for your AJ is the same idea as what this is. It's doing the same thing. That's huge. That's what she said. That is correct, Brian Sanchez. Professor Scoutmaster Lou. I was a Cub Scout Weeble. I never did Cub Scouts. I wasn't here for that. I was already out of country. Boy Scout, yeah, I was a Boy Scout only until tenderfoot. I didn't get much farther after that, but it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the trips. It's really funny because my first trip we took to a place called Quail Hill. And I remember where I lived at the time, which was only about maybe 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes from here. And they took us there and I'd never been there before. And oh, wow, it was really cool. And it's basically a camp just for scouts. It's a park just for scouts. And later, I had a girlfriend about 15 years ago who I took her son, put him in Cub Scouts because that would be a good experience. He was Asperger's autism and he was just not really social, but putting with some kids, he had a good time and he did really well. So I took him to the same Quail Hill only to find out it's 10 minutes down the road from where I live now, which is only 20 minutes from where I used to live. So I thought this was some big adventure in the middle of nowhere. No, it's right down the street from my house, but it is pretty cool. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. So what are you guys collecting today? What are you guys looking at? Does anybody else here collect Kenner Steve Scout? Does anybody collect Ferga OK Mike, which is his Italian cousin, or Action Man Dicky, which I know Mick Drago does in Germany? I really think these are a cool set. I think the authenticity to the Boy Scouts between the uniforms and so on are great. Somebody did say that originally when they made these sets, they were kind of keep them like, trying to make them more realistic, like what a Boy Scout would go through, like a base tower they might build or, a rescue class or something. They said when they got into the hot air balloon, which is, I got the basket from Brian Sanchez with that base tower, and I just ordered some Scout parts, a lot of Scout parts, a lot, not a lot, but a lot of. And it's coming with the net that went around the balloon that connects to the basket. But the balloon was actually inflatable. It was a yellow balloon with the Boy Scout logo, and pretty sure it was latex, and that didn't last long. Yeah, pretty sure that went away. So I'll come up with something else, maybe another plastic something globe of some sort that looks like the balloon, because I'd love that. I'd love to have that up in the air and so on. But they said when they made that and this hang glider set, they said it's not really Boy Scouts. I know a lot of Boy Scouts are really hang gliding, you're going up with hot air balloons, I guess. So they said it was getting a little ridiculous. Kenner was starting to reach, but the original sets were good. Now, this is something a lot of you may or may not know. I don't think everybody knows, but this is absolutely 100% confirmed. It's not made up. They actually had plans, and there's pictures, I guess, of the prototypes online. You could find them. I don't know if I put them on the site because I don't want to steal somebody else's pictures for them because I'm not a scallion. But there's prototypes for, they're going to make a Confederate soldier uniform for Steve Scout and a Union or Yankee outfit for them. So basically, they had a Civil War South, Northern and Southern uniform. So the Confederates and the Yankees. And it was like, that would just be the coolest thing. And I have to agree. I feel like a lot of toy lines, they burn out before they get to the really cool stuff. Like there's some neat stuff here. But if you think about, wow, you could have a Confederate soldier and a Union soldier outfit for Steve Scout in the 9-inch scale. Some other lines that were pretty cool. If you guys remember Playing Mantis redid Captain Action, they had plans, and I don't know if they did prototypes of the show, but to do Speed Racer and Racer X. Those were two. So Speed Racer was going to be an Action Boy set, and Racer X was going to be a Captain Action set. There's so many out there that would do so many cool things. So it's kind of a shame that they didn't ever get those to pass. But it's one of those things that, I'm sure there's plenty of guys out there that could probably do a very, very, very cool custom set for. Some of you guys make better action figures and customs than the actual toy companies that make, real toys for lines that they put in the store. So, kudos to you guys. You do a great job. That's not me. I'd be one of those that would buy your stuff, but I cannot. Which reminds me, I need to send Brent some money. God damn. Got to get Brent some money. He's made a Minotaur and a God, who's the other one? I forget. He made some Ray Harryhausen figures with magnetic joints, which are really cool. So I got to get those. I have 2 of them. I asked for a Minotaur and another one I forgot. Talos? I forget. Anyway, no, not Talos. I'm exhausted. I'm actually been up since 4 a.m. and worked my ass off today. So, sorry, guys. That being said, let's move back to where we were. But there's a lot of really, really, really cool things out there. You guys make some really great customs, and I love buying them. Before my original collecting, I didn't buy any customs. I didn't understand. The closest I came was I was buying Castaway toys. I didn't really consider them customs because I consider them a toy company, but more handmade toys. Now, I'll be honest with you, and despite all the stupid bullshit that goes on in Ambassador and all those morons out there that are just causing grief and trying to get people to, fit into their little goose stepping mode there, their goose stepping mold. I really think some of the guys that do custom sewing are better. Jason Schiermeier's stuff is better. Brent Stahl's is better. Buck, your stuff is better. Tony May's stuff is better. I mean, the guys at Ren Noir, they just make better stuff than what comes out in the store. So anyway, I just think that's cool. And you guys, if you get a chance to, oh my God, take a look at them. I'm so tired. You get a chance to take a look at them, and there might be something that you like. They really are. And they put their heart and soul into these things. They really do. And when you see passion into them, instead of just trying to rip you off for some piece of shit with, here's they have to open the joints. You gotta go real slow so you don't break it or don't touch it. Just leave it. That's just stupid to me. I don't go for that. If you're a consumer, you do what you want with your product. If it breaks when you first take it out of the package, well, then that means it was made like shit to begin with, right? If you bought a new car, you drove home, and the fucking front end fell off, would you say, oh, I have to be more gentle? All right, you'd be like, it's a piece of shit. You take it back and get it fixed, right? Get a warranty on it, whatever, get a new car. But all that being said, all right, let's not get too political. Who's going to make a sprocket and chim chim? That's an excellent, excellent question. Why, thank you very much. You're very, very much. You're very welcome, very much. Johnny Quest, and yes, Johnny Quest from Race. That's another one, Buck. I'm looking at the comments now. Civil War reenactment. Nice. There you go. Brian Sanchez kicking in. Who's going to make a sprocket and chim chim? I don't know. That's an excellent question. I think that's something that J.S. Starbuck would be excellent at doing, a sprocket and chim chim. The creature was a labor. Of course it was. There's no way you could recoup the money. So Buck made these really great, he's in here chatting now, and Buck made these really great things. And by the way, if you're posting comments and I'm not responding, it means you're probably on Facebook and I can't see them. You have to allow the Facebook to post your comments and the thing, even though you see them in the group, I don't see them here when I'm live. Till you hit the allow thing or do that little link, and I don't want to send it anymore. It's getting too old. I'll just put a sign up so you guys can do it. But Buck made legitimate rubber costumes for figures. So you could take an 8-inch Mego and transform it into a Godzilla, or transform it into a creature from the Black Lagoon, or as he calls it, I think the swamp creature, or Sleestack. And I have a few of them, and there's literally 8-inch action figures inside of these, very similar to the Medicom Real Action Heroes, where they put the rubber suits on top of the combat shows, if you will. All right. Very, very cool. You do great work. And Buck, you're a lifer, bro. You're one of the guys that have been around since the beginning. You are OG original gangster, and OG getting kicked out of the museum like the rest of us because of somebody's insecurities. All right. As was the sleeve stacks. I love that. I love that. That's probably why they don't want to take them out of the box. Excellent, Brian Sanchez. The analysis is fantastic. I have none of those because Buck isn't making anymore. Excellent, Brian Sanchez. Brian is on the ball. You could probably beg Buck and trade him some stuff. Matter of fact, let me throw this out there for those of you guys. If you're a customizer, well, first of all, let's say this about our group in Meagle Like. If you're not in the Meagle Like Facebook group, you should join. It's a lot of fun. You can post anything you want. It could be comics, toys, color forms, Play-Doh. We don't care. And discuss. We like when people have different opinions and opposing views that they can talk without getting into a shitstorm with each other. We're not going to get kicked out or thrown out for that. But what I would say, if you're a customizer or so on, there's a lot of guys in the group that would probably enjoy your work. So put them up there. And there's probably a lot of guys who have extra shit that they just have laying around they don't want. Like Brian Sanchez literally sends me pretty much, I would say, all of his Mr. Action and knockoff G.I. Joe shit because he doesn't collect it. So he sends it to me. In exchange, I do Brian Sanchez's laundry once a month. That's how it works. That's the arrangement. Next, I'll be making him various jellos every week for his consuming. No, but in all seriousness, like Buck, I had stuff that Buck's like just send it to me, and then he turns it from some thing that I don't want into something beautiful and amazing. So if you have stuff or you're customizers and you're looking for stuff, post that up in the group. Hey, I customize anybody some shit they don't want. Let me know. I'll be happy to take it or trade or whatever you want, and off you go. All right, let's see. He gets my whites really, really white and with no. That's true. I do get them very, very white. It's all in the scrub brushing, Brian Sanchez. That's what you have to learn, the scrub brushing, if you will. All right. I think. Oh my God, I'm so tired. I'm so sorry, guys. It's 11:30. I'm so tired. I have to get up early tomorrow, and I don't mean to sound like I'm fucking pissing and moaning, but I did find these things the other day. I forgot to say. I don't know if I brought these up, but I did find those really cool Braille cars. The same car. I just got it twice at Dollar Tree. They had the same thing. I had the same experience that Max had, where they just restocked the Hot Wheels. It was fucking full of Hot Wheels. One Dollar Tree was, the other one had nothing. It's cool. They have Braille on the package and Braille on the cars themselves. I thought that was pretty neat. Brian Sanchez got me my Mario Kart, which looks like Birdo on the package. I picked up the Batman Forever Batmobile. I don't think I have this. I'm not sure. But if Max doesn't have it and he wants it, I'm going to send it to him. I love Mustangs. I love the Fox body style. And this is actually, this is Mustang special vehicle. SVO. This is the notchback, I believe. Is it a notchback? I don't know if this is a notchback, but I love the old Fox body style Mustangs. I think they're great. And the last thing was, and I think I have one of these. They came in several colors. Hot Wheels has some thing going on where they have these Barbie cars. They're in these bright pinks and glitters and so on. I grab them, throw them in a box for Amanda. I don't know if she likes them or not. I'm not really sure. I don't think so. We'll put them in there. But then they did things like they made a big hot pink fire truck and so on. And I'm not quite sure I get it, but there's just something about them that just calls out to me. So there we go. We'll get that. He chewed, sucked the stains out. Ew. Oh, I thought it was an ancient Chinese secret. Yes, the same way they bleach rice, I bleach your tidy whities there, Sanchez. Off we go. All right, I'm going to go fix this box. I'd like to see it where I can close it a little bit. It's just missing the one upper flap, but that won't stop me from making this baby work, get it back together. I hope you enjoyed it. We really love having you guys in the group. We love hearing your feedback. Actually, quite interesting today, learned that there's a guy in the group who is literally in my industry, which was quite interesting. Another guy in the group literally lives just 5 minutes up the road from me, which is crazy. Matter of fact, a lot of you guys are in the New Jersey type central, maybe northern, southern region, and I think I'd love to do something with everybody in Migo. Like, it's really tough because everybody wants to be here or there or whatever, and you need a good spot. We want to have fun. We want to go out, but maybe we'll do something. We'll do a quick get together with the guys here. I don't know. Maybe we can host something here in the backyard or something for now. Barbecue and Migos. Or some stupid shit like that. Bring your new Migos and we will roast them till they are no more. All right, on that, guys, let me get the hell out of here. I'm going to go. Just thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And as always, peace, bitches. Have a great